Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Kpop Convenience Store. My name is Janice, and I don't know if this is going to be episode 3 or if this is just going to be an extra episode. I don't know. I have a lot of themed episodes coming up, but I feel like a lot has happened within K-pop that I just want to talk about. So this is just going to be an impromptu, not planned at all episode. We're outside today, so if you hear any outside noises, that's what's happening. If you see my gaze wandering off at any point in this video, it's because there's people and I'm trying my best not to disturb anybody's peace with my yapping right now. But let's just dive right into it. K-pop opinion of the week. I feel like right now I have a lot of strong opinions that aren't silly or fun. So I don't want to say those. There's a lot of K-pop fans that kind of dislike the fact that some K-pop fans show up to the concert so early. I would like to defend this. But a K-pop concert, in my opinion, is an all-day affair. I'm booked for the whole day. Do not call me. Do not contact me. I will not answer. It's probably the worst day for anything outside of that K-pop concert to happen because I'm so locked in to that day. I think a lot of people don't like that people show up because they just don't see the point in it. I have always shown up early to concerts just because at first it was honestly just a anxiety thing, not ever being to a K-pop concert. I would go early so that I knew what was happening at all moments, and that way I wouldn't have to come in with the traffic. I also am usually coming from 2 hours away when I'm going to concerts. The shortest commute time that I've ever had to a concert was maybe 30 to 45 minutes. So my commute time is long. It used to be my anxiety was high, but now I think I go to concerts. I don't go to concerts as early as I used to. I think the earliest concert I ever went to was maybe left the house at 8 a.m, got to the concert at 10 o'clock. That was for twice, but we were trying to get merch, so that makes sense. One thing that I can 100% sign off on: you don't need to be there for merch. It's so miserable to be there in the line for merch. You're missing out on getting freebies, you're missing out on talking to other fans, you're missing out on opportunities to take pictures. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. Maybe you can get away with it with smaller groups or groups that have days before, they open their merch lines days before they have the actual concert. Maybe you can get away with it then. But really, you don't need to be there early for merch. It's honestly a waste of time, in my opinion. That was a side tangent. I like to go to concerts early now because I give out freebies. That's one. I like receiving freebies, and I also like just talking to other fans. Me and my friends don't see each other in person as much as when we were teenagers, so concerts really are a day to catch up. Of just what have you been doing, girl? Tell me about your life. So concerts are an all-day affair for me. I will defend that. Some people don't like it. I could completely understand that. I have also gone to concerts where I've shown up an hour before the show starts, and I'm completely fine as well. Just K-pop concerts, they just give a different vibe. It feels like an all-day affair, and I don't think we should shame people for wanting to be there all day. It's different when you're lining up for GA 5 days before the concert. Girl, go home. Show up maybe 5 o'clock morning day of, but why are you camping? Don't do that. Other than that, I love showing up to concerts early, so I'm going to defend it. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about everything that has been happening within K-pop. I went to the Jhope concert. Oh my god, guys, it was so freaking fun. I love I love BTS. I love BTS, and it made me so excited for BTS to come back. BTS is my first K-pop group ever. They have a special piece in my heart, and just getting to see J-Hope after literally the last time I saw J-Hope was Las Vegas, Permission to Dance. Maybe that was like 3-4 years ago almost. It was just so special to see all of his solo songs. Like One Verse, I was not expecting that at all. It literally gagged me. I got to see Just Dance. I got to see Ego. I think Ego really like healed some of my Mott's trauma. We can talk about that another day. Yeah, and I've loved BTS since I was 15. And at my age of 25, still being able to go see them and still loving them, like, as much as I do, I feel like it's something special to me. And I got really emotional at the concert. I started crying. It's funny because I've only cried at BTS concerts. I've cried at one 17 concert, but I've only cried for BTS. Like, no other K-pop group makes me cry. My goodness, every time that they do the motivational speech, every time they sing the heartfelt song, like, I'm tears sobbing. And like, I never really understood why until I went to J-Hope, and I realized, I felt the weight of how many years I've spent with BTS when we were at J-Hope. Let's just say that. Like, it's been so long since I've been to a BTS concert, had anything to do with BTS, like on a big scale. I felt the weight of the years when we were at that concert. I felt how much I've grown up with them. I felt how much they have grown as artists. I've felt a lot of like old emotions that I've tied to their music. I've gone through probably the saddest times of my life while listening to BTS. They really just soundtracked like a lot of like my highs and my lows. So every time that I hear songs that I listened to for comfort, or songs that I listened to when I was having a bad day, having the best day of my life, like being so happy, being so sad, and just like at different ages listening to different songs from BTS, when I hear those songs live, all of those emotions just come back. And I think being at a BTS concert for me is really, I think, eye-opening to how much I've grown. And that makes me emotional, and I start crying. I start feeling sappy about BTS, and I truly understand in that moment what people talk about when they say they have those artists that stick with them for the rest of their lives. I'm sure there'll be a time where my love and admiration for BTS will look different. It does already. Like, I know that I don't spend every single waking moment like I did when I was 15, trying to figure out what they've done today, what they're doing. And like, I don't stay up to watch the MV drop. I don't, stay up to listen to the album drop. I listen to things at my own pace. I watch the MV a week after it drops, a month, 2 years after it drops. Like, my love for BTS has changed with my age and just the way I've grown up, and I'm sure it will continue to do that. But if there's one thing that I think is solidified in my brain, is that they're always going to be an artist that is special to me and that I will talk about for a long time. I think I'll spend the rest of my life talking about them, because they not only were such a big part of my life personally, I just admire them so much as artists, and I think that they're literally artists of our generation. Whether our generation will bother to talk about it, once we all get older, or if history completely erases them, oh, so be it. But to me, they're a big part of my branch of life. So I get emotional whenever I go to their concerts, and I start thinking about all the years that I've invested in them, and I just feel proud. I feel proud of not only myself and all the things that I've gone through in life, but I feel proud of them for getting so far in their careers and being in the position that they are now. And it makes me super excited to see them come back. Like, I'm ready for new BTS music. I'm ready to go to an OT7 concert again. I'm ready to see Jimin live. Like, I miss that man. It was a really lovely concert, a lovely experience. I got to meet some new friends, and it was fun. The space that BTS and ARMY create feels completely different than other K-pop concerts in a good way. I like it. Speaking of concerts, my Stray Kids concert is coming up. That is on June 1st. I'm very excited for that concert because I have so much planned. I think for the last Stray Kids concert, I definitely felt what I do on social media does not go unseen, because there were so many people. There was like not a million people, but there was a good, at least like 5 people that came up to me and were like, "Are you Janice? Are you Janice Bananas? Do you make the Stray Kids videos?" And I was like, yes, that's me, I do that. Those interactions literally continue to be the best things that have ever happened to me at a concert, like ever. It was so cool to get to see people in person that follow me and that obviously love Stray Kids as much as I do, and them being like, "Hey, that video, that like 1-minute video and edited together, that was kind of funny and I really liked it." It literally highlight of every single concert that I've ever gone to. That Stray Kids concert remains in my brain. But I also felt so like unprepared to interact with people that follow me. Usually when I give freebies or I talk to people in person about K-pop, they have no idea that I run a fan account. It isn't until we like exchange information that we even start talking about me and my fan account. So this time around, I'm fully prepared and I hope that it happens, if people come up to me recognizing me from anything that I do on social media. First of all, I'm going to be so happy and excited. But second of all, I have freebies prepared. I am also going to be filming an Impossible Skiz trivia video. I got this idea just because there was one time this girl... it literally is an idea that was born out of spite. There was one time a girl on Twitter who at the Twice concert said that she was going to give out Twice albums. So exciting, right? Who doesn't love a free album? So we go up to her. Keep in mind, and I love Twice a lot, but it's also not like I know every single thing about them. Have I watched an episode or 3 of Time to Twice? Yes, but it's not like I live and breathe Twice content. So I don't know like specific details about them as a group, like everyday till day life. I don't know a lot of like inside jokes about the fandom, but I do listen to Twice music. I promise you I'm a fan. I promise you every single thing that was on that set list I knew and I was dancing to, but I just don't know like the little extra stuff that somebody that's a super fan would know. Anyway, so this girl on Twitter, she says, "I'm giving out albums." She starts giving out albums. She's running out quickly because everybody wants an album. And then she changes the rules to getting this free album. She said, "I will give you a free album as long as you answer a question about Twice." Okay, I can try. Okay. There was a girl in front of us and she was like, "Hi, do you know a lot about Twice? Are you a fan of Twice?" "Yeah, I know about Twice. Don't know a lot about them." "Okay. Would you like an easy question?" "Yeah, I'd love an easy question." "How many members of Twice are there?" "Easy, that's 9. She said 9. She was like, "Perfect. Here's your album." All good. My turn comes up. I also say, "I don't know a lot about Twice. I'm not even gonna lie." I said that. I told her the same thing that the girl before me said. And she said, "On this V Live, who joked about breaking their leg?" I think that was like the question. Who joked about breaking their leg? And I was like, I have never, at this point, V Live wasn't even a thing anymore. I was like, I just told you, like, couldn't I get like an easy question like the girl before me? Like, couldn't you tell me to list off all the members of Twice? Like, that would be an easy question. But she just was like, after I told her I don't know that much, she said, who is the member that joked on that 1V live about breaking their leg? And I was like, obviously I could not answer. And she was like, sorry, you don't get an album. She gave me like an inclusion, like one of those extra like photo cards that come with an album. But I was just like, okay, girl. I was just upset the rest of the day that I didn't get a Twice album, and that the girl before me, her question was, how many members are there in Twice? And mine was, on this 1V live 5 million years ago, who have joked about breaking their leg? So it inspired me. It inspired me to do a video at Stray Kids of giving stays the most impossible, literally the most impossible questions to answer. Like, you don't even have to be a super fan to know this. I feel like you have to dedicate every living, breathing moment of your life to Stray Kids to be able to answer any of these questions. Truly, I will be frightened if somebody can answer all of these questions. I'm trying to make them so impossible. Like, you have to be a member of Stray Kids. I don't even think members of Stray Kids could answer these questions, you know? So I want to make the hardest questions known to man. Obviously, because it's funny, you know? Not being able to answer a ridiculous question. But I'm going to give everybody who participates a prize. I'm giving them an album. I have albums to give away. I'm also working on trying to get official Stray Kids photo cards to also give out. But I'm trying to make this like a really fun thing, an interactive thing, and a way to give back to Stays, a fandom that I love a lot and that I interact with almost on a daily basis. But I just think it would be funny, and it was inspired by that one Twice fan. That one once that just kind of made me crash out a little bit at the Twice concert. But it's okay, girl. Thank you. I still cherish the photo cards you gave me. I still love them. Would I have loved an album? Yeah, but it's okay. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna pay it forward. I'm gonna pay your kindness forward, and I'm going to warn people first that there's going to be a multiple choice test, and I'm gonna give them an album regardless of if they answer the question correctly or not. I think it would also be so fun to take Polaroids with people that do recognize me from my account. I want to remember those people. Just because, like, I feel so happy every time that I post on my fan account, every time that I interact with anyone on my fan account. So to be able to, like, put names to faces, I want to remember you if you come up to me. So I do have a Polaroid camera that I will be taking and that I will be taking pictures with, if obviously you would like to take a picture with me, or we could take pictures with our light sticks, or like a photo card. It doesn't have to be a picture of us, but I would love to take a picture with people that help build a community that I love so much. It's very special to me, and I want to remember it. Because I don't think there'll ever be a time in my life where I'm going to be like so highly involved in the Stray Kids fandom. I want to, when I'm 70 years old, to show people like these Polaroids of these strangers that followed me on the internet and that just had hee ha ha laughs with me over this K-pop boy group that we liked. I think that would be so cool. So I also want to make an effort to do that day. But yeah, I'm planning a lot of things for the Stray Kids concert, and I'm very excited. I also am so tempted to buy just another ticket for the first day so that I could be there both days. But we're gonna have some self-restraint, and we're going to be responsible adults, and we're not gonna spend our money like that. We're going to spend our money on freebies and experiences that aren't ones that we're going to watch literally the next day. Girl, calm down. It's not that serious. I'm talking to myself, by the way. If you want to buy both day concerts, I wish I was you. Like, go for it, girl. But I'm talking to myself. Girl, we don't need it. Calm down. Coachella happened. I watched a little bit of Lisa's set. She was doing her thing. I didn't get to catch Jenny's set. I watched a little bit of Enhypen. one of my friends was there in person and was sending me pictures of Enhypen, and they were like, I love this group, like, who is this man? Sonu, by the way. And I was like, that's my boy Sonu. I don't know if I've ever expressed this, but like I'm waiting for my engine. Is that what the fans are called? I'm waiting for my engine era. I think it's like deep inside me, and I think that it'll come out one day. I just haven't felt inspired to dive into Enhypen like that. But I listened to a lot of their title tracks. I listened to some B-sides. I have a lot of their songs like on repeat on my daily playlist. Bite Me almost made it into my Spotify rap. Like, I listened to that song almost every single day when it came out. They have good music. I'm literally just like lagging, honestly, to become like a dedicated fan. And that's also the same vibe like with ATs. Like, I feel like I could be a good 18y, but I just haven't felt inspired, you know, to be a part of the fandom. I think I'm involved in too many fandoms. Like, Carrots, Army, MOA, and Stay really like take up a lot of my time. I don't know if I could add another two to the group. Speaking of Lisa, I don't keep tabs a lot on like the solo activities that Blackpink does. But I recently, literally like last week, I listened to Born Again for the first time, like in its entirety. I'm obsessed. Why was that song not the most popular song that Lisa came out with? It's literally so freaking good. The vocals and the harmonies that Ray, Doja Cat, and Lisa do together are just they are prime. I love it. I'm listening to it almost every single day. I listened to it 3 times yesterday. Haven't listened to it today, and it's 3:00. I need to fix that right after this. But yeah, just such a good song. I don't know why I slept on it. But I like doing that, you know? I like discovering things on my own. Born Again had its own time. I wasn't ready when it had its time to shine. Now, almost maybe like a year later after the song came out, I'm ready. And I'm highly enjoying it. What other things? Oh my gosh. LE SSERAFIM dropped their feature with Jade from Little Mix. I did not know it was going to be Jade from Little Mix. Hot. Hot is already just like a chef's kiss song. Such a song about resilience, believing in yourself, and just like being unapologetically you. Love the message, love the melody and the dance, and just the vibe overall of that song is so amazing. Like, I love it. But then putting Jade from Little Mix in your remix, are you kidding me? If you can't tell, I loved Little Mix when they were a group. They're still kind of a group, but they're just not active right now. And there's only 3 members now. And Jade was my favorite member from Little Mix. So seeing that my girls LE SSERAFIM snatched her up for this feature, she ate. And it's just good. Like, Jade is so talented. She was in a girl group, so she's going to slay on a girl group record. Loved it. Shall we choose a song recommendation of the week? Recommendation for the week number 1, Shake It by Sistar. I loved Sistar. Literally 3 months, maybe 4 months before they broke up. My timing was impeccable. I heard Shake It and I was like, yes, I'm here. I'm locked in. They had just come out with a new album. That one song that's like, what's it called? Oh gosh, don't ask me to tell you what it's called, but I know it starts with like a British man going, let's dance. I like that. That's what it's called. They had come back with that, and I was just eating it up, and then they broke up. So yeah. that was my very short-lived time loving Sistar. I still love them till this day. I just, there's nothing new to love. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, Come Back Home by BTS. If I am remembering this correctly, this is a song by Sotaeji and Boys, the OGs of K-pop, literally founding fathers of K-pop. I knew this song already because 2NE1 had done a remix version of Come Back Home. Their version is very good. And then BTS came out with this version, and it's really good. I still laugh every single day at the cover art. It looks like something that I made in PicArt. But yeah, it was very of the time. And Come Back Home by BTS is to this day still a very good song. I love it. I need to stop giving you just BTS. I know last time I think I literally gave you BTS last time. I will try to stray away and give you some variety here, but this came up and I need to speak about it. J'aimez-vous. J'aimez-vous was one of my favorite songs off of Map of the Soul. And this is why, oh my god, the Mott's trauma is coming back. It's coming back. This is why, like, not going to the tour just makes me think that I missed out on the best tour of my whole life. This is the subunit song with J-Hope, Jungkook, and Jin. Such a good song. And then my heart broke even more when they were on V Live, and J-Hope, oh my god, I think it was J-Hope or it was Jungkook, I don't remember. Somebody in the comments said, I think they were talking about, like, what would you guys like to see live or something like that, and somebody said J'aimez-vous, and they were like, what song is that? What? We have a song called J'aimez-vous? And I was just like, you're kidding me, right? That was the best song off of your album. What do you mean? J-Hope didn't remember what J'aimez-vous was, and then they had to search it up and listen to it, and then they were like, oh yeah, that song. Yeah, that song. The best song that I think you've ever come out with. One of the best songs you've ever come out with, and you don't know it. Anyway, those are my 3 recommendations for the week. Such good songs. You should listen to it and love them as much as I do. Oh, till I see you again, watch that K-drama Crash Course in Romance. I loved it. It was giving old people love. Not old people love. Scratch that. It was giving like 30s, 40s love. And I loved that. It was a great change from the school CEO vibes that we were having. It's about a very, very successful math tutor, and how he's very sought out by distinguished mothers for their children to get into college. And then how one of those mothers, who isn't the mother, she's like the aunt who stepped up to raise the girl, she is like fighting tooth and nail. They're poor, by the way. She's fighting tooth and nail to get her kid in his tutoring class, and then a lot of things happen. The mothers are playing dirty, and he then decides to give the girl like one-on-one private tutoring. The girl is amazing, by the way, such a genius. There's a little side romance for her on the as well, but then the tutor guy, he also has like eating restrictions, and finds out that he can only eat the aunt's food, and then the aunt is like, let's make a deal, you tutor her, I'll feed you. And it's very much like love through food, and I loved that. And then it was also like they ended up, falling in love with each other, and then they get married, and I ate it up. It was so good. If you're interested in watching a K-drama, watch Crash Course in Romance. Very good on Netflix. Yeah, watch that. And then the next time we see each other, we could talk about it. But not really. I won't focus on it. We'll telepathically we'll talk about it. I'll know you watched it. Okay? That's all that matters. Okay. Bye. I'll see you.